morning, scientists! Remember when we discussed the different properties of density? Well, today we will be putting those different properties to a test. We will be experimenting with different liquids to create a density tower. Let's get started. The materials we will be using today are a vase, a measuring cup, and a few containers. The properties that we will be measuring are honey, syrup, dish soap, alcohol, oil, and water. We will see if these properties turn into materials we will be using today are a vase, a measuring cup, and 6 containers. The properties that we will be using are 6 liquids: honey, syrup, dish soap, alcohol, oil, and water. We will pour 1 ounce of each liquid into the vase to demonstrate how different levels of density separate in the vase. It's time to put our safety goggles on, roll up our sleeves, and let's get started. Here's the measuring cup that I have already poured 1 ounce of each liquid into to measure. This is the vase that each liquid will be going into. This is our honey, our syrup, our dish soap, our alcohol, our oil, and our water. We're going to be starting with our honey. Boys and girls, why do you think we have these liquids laid out in this particular order? Let's think about that for a minute, starting with the honey, ending with the water. Yes, boys and girls, different liquids have different densities. Let's see what happens when we continue to pour the rest of them. Next is the syrup. Then comes the soap. Do we notice the separation? Then we're going to mix just a little bit of food coloring into the alcohol so we can add some color. Then the oil. Now comes the water. I'm just going to add a little bit of red dye for color. Last but not least, the final layer of our tower. And there we have it, boys and girls, our 6-layer liquid tower. As you can see, the densest liquid is on the bottom, and the water is on the top. So let's recap on our density tower. Our densest liquid, the honey, is right over here. Then the syrup is right over here. Our dish soap is right over here. Then comes our alcohol, our oil, and our water. Boys and girls, why is water at the top? Let's think about that for a moment. If the densest property is at the bottom, then water is the least densest property. Why is water at the top of our tower? Let's think about that for a moment, boys and girls. That's right, water is at the top of our tower because it is the least dense property. As we can see, the properties have been separated according to their density. And here it is, boys and girls, our density tower. I hope you enjoyed this experiment. See you in class.